Hey, welcome to day 5. You are on the tail end of Revolution Week. And today and tomorrow we are going to be moving up your body. We're going to start to unpack your upper trunk strength and mobility, meaning how your ribs move, where and how you breathe. We're going to get into your lungs and how they expand and contract. This is also going to get into your postural muscles and make you feel like you can actually sit up straight. And we are actually going to lift and create deeper spaces for breath and ease in your body, meaning we get to start to unwind this kind of chronic world of tension that lives above your collarbone, your neck, your shoulders, and your head. And we're going to start to mobilize and strengthen everything beneath that. It is also key to reestablishing what's called intra-abdominal pressure, which is a huge piece of the equation when we're talking about incontinence, diastasis recti, pelvic organ prolapse, this upper abdominal cavity and how it sustains itself and lifts and relates to the lower half of your body is key to reestablishing a fully functional three-dimensional core. So have fun with it. Dive in. I will see you in a sec. Hi, I'm so happy to see you today. We are getting into the elusive area of the ribs, the diaphragm, the chest muscles, your back muscles, your shoulders, kind of this whole quadrant today. We're going to start with getting it mobilized and breathing and moving, and then we're going to get into what exactly upper abdominal and chest cavity strength are, okay? So big topics. You need no props. I am at a wall, and that's where I'm going to be working. Kind of the wall is my prop here today. So go ahead and see if you can find a space at a wall. I have a mat. I'm going to be getting to that in a moment, but I'm actually going to start kneeling with my hands against the wall. So I'm going to kneel down like so. My hands are out and up above my shoulders there for a moment. And this is kind of like a cat-cow. I'm going to drop my head, drop my shoulders, and just let my chest fall down between my shoulder blades. I'm not trying to do anything right now. This is more of a release moment. And then I'm going to breathe in and I'm going to lift up. And I'm just going to start to lift myself through my shoulders and let my shoulders come down. Now, the pressure in my hands against the wall is helping to orient my arms so that as I'm moving my trunk and torso, I have a fighting chance of letting my shoulders, the tops of my shoulders and my neck release so that I'm coming back up and my shoulders are going down. Now, you have the advantage of seeing my back, which is you can see how my shoulder blades, those two bones on either side of my spine, are moving as I move the rest of myself. Again, I'm not trying to use my core at all. I'm just getting mobility. One more time, my butt's going back. My chest is going forward. I'm feeling some space stretch through my chest, my mid body kind of down the side, but definitely through my ribs. And then I'm going to come back up as I breathe in from there. Good. Now I'm going to come on up. I'm going to have a seat back on my heels for a moment. I'm going to take my fingers out in front of me like little spider fingers, and I'm going to walk myself forward. So similar to what we just did, can you relax your low back? You can kind of see how it let go. I'm going to drop my head through my shoulders, and I'm going to relax my palms down. So it's a child's pose that I just walked you into, but I want you to feel how it's very intentional about lengthening the side of your trunk. It's not just, oh, can I get my hips to my heels, right? Or can I get my head to the ground? I'm lengthening everything from my armpits to my hips. And then I'm going to pull in my pelvic corridor, lift on up onto hands and knees. So we're coming back to the wall in just a second. Let's do a couple rounds of cat-cow here. So pressing down into your shins, hands are planted firmly underneath the fronts of your shoulders. You're going to arch your spine. Similar movement, we just have a larger range of motion that is possible now because we're not on the wall. So you can arch your back, bring your shoulder blades together, and so you feel that space. And then as you exhale, again, I'm not worrying about my belly. You can see it's just kind of hanging out. As you exhale, I'm going to pull the shoulder blades apart, pull the belly button in, lift my mid back, and it's kind of like right around my bra line. I'm thinking, what if I could lift that? And then I'm going to arch and breathe in again. I really want you to breathe. And then as you exhale, we're going to round in. So just take kind of a snapshot of this cat-cow and what it feels like right now, okay? And then you're going to come on up. So now I'm going to be standing at the wall for a moment, and I'm going to have my back to you one more time. I want you to see the two sides of my rib cage. So I'm gonna bring my hands just gently against the wall as if I was about to do like a mini plank pose, but my elbows are slightly bent. My feet are parallel, hip distance apart, just underneath my pelvis. And all I'm gonna do, this is a nice stance because it opens the chest and the armpits. I'm gonna breathe into each side of my rib cage. So watch how it's gonna expand. And then I'm gonna exhale and let it all go. Notice how it kind of like floats my armpits open a little bit? I think of this as like blowing up a balloon, okay? So big inhale, exhale. Notice my shoulders aren't going up. It's not like I'm breathing up like that, right? I'm breathing out to the side. Remember our like ABCs of the core? Your breath is your core is your breath. We are getting into the lungs and diaphragm and all of the tiny muscles of the ribs today. Big breath in, exhale, two more, exhale, good. So you're trying to feel this expansion side to side, all right? Now we're gonna use that for some mobility. And I want you to remember that all of this is anchored to the concept of your pelvic corridor. So vaginal wall, transverse abdominals, we're getting into the upper transverse abdominals. So check this out. I'm gonna come down to kneel. My right side is against the wall. My right foot is coming out, okay? And I'm gonna plant my right hip against the wall. I do not have anything underneath my left knee right now, obviously. If this is like super sensitive, just throw a towel under there or throw your mat under there, okay? But what we're going for is actually keeping your pelvis neutral and moving the ribs. So what we're gonna need is a little bit of butt, a little bit of core. That's it. Like you're just keeping your bones in place, okay? Check it out. My right arm is going forward. My left arm is gonna come forward and connect my palms. They're just extensions of my chest and shoulders right now. Big breath in, find your waist first. And then I'm gonna slowly start to rotate and open my left arm back. As I open my left arm back, my right arm is gonna pull forward and I'm gonna think, could I actually get my hand all the way to the wall? Look down and see if anything twisted down there. You might have gotten to about here and you're like, hello, that's my edge. Perfect. To get the rest of the way, I'm pulling in a little deeper and I'm actually gliding my ribs through my waist. It's huge through here, okay? I'm gonna slowly come back because I'm using my waist, not my hips. Coming back, coming back, coming back. My right shoulder slides back and I close my palms. We're doing 5 of these. Big breath in. Starting to glide, knowing where you're moving from. We move slower, it's harder because it's intentional. It's not reactive. The body doesn't get to just go for what it's used to going for. It has to use the muscles you're trying to rehabilitate. Your waist. Again, breathing in, opening up. Shoulder blades together, chest opening. Really feel my left waist. And then back through, okay? We're also starting to get into the gateway of your pecs, your chest muscles. Little talked about muscle group, right? Talked about more on men. They are an essential part of your front strength, right? They're the front. They're the pair of your back muscles, the ones we're stretching right now. Engage and reach around. They get completely hijacked by your breast tissue in becoming a mother, whether or not you breastfeed. So much changes happen there. Last one. They really start to fall by the wayside. So it becomes intentional to think, wow, what if I could actually use my chest muscles again and release from there? Really nice. Now I'm gonna stay on this position with my legs and keep my left hand on the wall, take my right hand back, keep my hips steady and try to turn my chest to the wall. You can kind of turn your head to the side. Just feel that stretch on the right side now. And releasing from there. Really nice. And come back through. You're gonna kneel, hands back on the wall. And I want you to think now about rounding back and underneath yourself and really extending that upper back. Now from here, see if you can find your pelvic corridor and you're gonna roll yourself up, slide your hands down in line with your shoulders, and you're gonna do a teeny tiny tricep press and come back up. Round back, exhaling, push your hands against the wall. Feel the difference. We're only gonna do a couple of these on this round. Just feel that you have an inseam of your arm, you have armpits, you have triceps, that's the back of your arms, and you have a relationship to your back, your chest, and your upper core. It might be a little new because things can move. Here we go. We're going to the other side. So my left foot is forward. I'm planting my hip into the wall. I am going to keep my right knee in line with my right hip. Same with my foot. I'm super boxed out. I've got 90 degrees everywhere, okay? And then from there, I've got my left arm coming forward. My shoulder to begin is in line with my chest. My palms come together, and I'm gonna push myself into the wall a little bit. So I really feel my left waist. And then I'm gonna start to glide. As I turn, my left chest moves forward, and my right arm moves back. Big breath. Exhaling. This side's a little more challenging for me. I just had to self-correct because my right hip wanted to open. What's keeping my right hip forward? Your butt and your waist. And then come back through, exhaling, breathing. Breathe into the back of the ribs. Remember what we just did? Feel the ribs expand, pelvic corridor. Let the ribs hug you. Start to rotate. Chest, shoulder blades, both shoulder blades into the spine. Feel the back opening. Feel the waist. Back around, exhaling. Slow and deep. Big breath. Here we go. It's challenging to let the top of the shoulders release and rehabilitate, because that's what we're doing, everything from your armpits downward. Again. But you can feel the payoff as soon as you enter it. It's like, oh my gosh, I thought those muscles were gone. I didn't even know I didn't have them. Last one. And this translates, the beauty of this is it translates immediately into your mom life. Back through as you exhale. Imagine what this motion can do for you. You're able to do this motion for yourself. Pause here. You can take that right hand into the wall. Your left hand is going to turn and you're going to turn your chest towards the wall like you're giving the wall a big hug. Pinch your shoulder blades together. And coming back through center. Now, take this all the way out. You're going to even climb on out here onto hands and knees. I'm going to open my knees to hip distance apart. My toes are tucked under. I'm dropping back into a big child's pose, but it's a little bit more activated because my knees are parallel and my butt bones are sliding back towards my heels, and I'm getting movement in my chest and back. I'm going to breathe in, pick up my pelvic corridor, lift myself up onto an inclined plank. Plug the shoulders in, lift your chest. Slide back into your active child's pose, release. But I want you to feel how much these mid-back muscles can let go and glide now. You feel how you can actually move behind the ribs. It's not just the neck or just the low back, okay? Big breath in. Get the pelvic corridor. Lift up. And back. Now we're adding a little tricep press. Big breath in. Come on up. You're here, little bend, up and back. As you do that, what's happening in the ribs? That's your check-in. Big inhale, lift up, find your pelvic corridor, find your butt, find the ribs, little press, back up, child's pose last time. One more, big breath in, coming on up, little press, little lift, and you're back. Beautiful. Come on up to stand from there. Okay? You're gonna go ahead and just have a moment, getting off your legs, getting off your knees. You're gonna roll your shoulders a couple of times. So once you feel all those rotations we were doing, you can actually move up in here a little bit better. It's like, oh, all right, I've got a back, I've got a side, I've got a chest that works, and we're gonna just do some straight up arm opening. So arms up by your ears, big breath. Tomorrow, we are going to be taking all of your newly activated ribs and chest and upper back muscles into beginning to truly sculpt your 360 waist. This is going to transform not only how you feel in your workouts, but how you feel in your momming with your lifting, your jumping, your playing, and everything you do with your arms all day. I can't wait to see you then.